The Prime Minister has fully apologized to Canadians. He used the words, "I take full responsibility." There was a difference of opinion on what a family friend is and the definition of the Act, but the Prime Minister isn't disputing the Ethics Commissioner's findings and fully accepted them, which is why he apologized to Canadians. It's why he said, "I'm going to take precautionary measures going forward so something like this never happens again." Any additional questions I heard in there from the opposition are certainly questions that can be asked at question period, and I have no doubt they will be asked at question period, not to mention being asked across the country in town halls directly to the Prime Minister. Using this format, our Ethics Committee, to relitigate questions that we're going to hear in question period, I don't think is appropriate. I think this committee should be focused on substantive changes to the law. I look forward to having the Ethics Commissioner here before us tomorrow. We're going to hear those questions from the opposition and from us about how the law should further change, how we can better protect or better hold our governments to account going forward and ensure there are no loopholes in conflict of interest acts. But beyond that, I think that's where we should be focused as an
Did the PMO tell you how to vote? Did the PMO tell you how to vote?
They did not. They never do. And as you may know, I certainly wouldn't listen to them.
It's fine for him to take questions in roundtables. It's fine for him to take questions in town hall meetings, but he also has an obligation as a member of Parliament who has been found guilty of 4 serious violations of the Conflict of Interest Act and Code to respond and to meaningfully answer questions from his colleagues in the House of Commons. But I think it's pretty obvious that the Liberal members of the committee are towing a line set earlier today by the Prime Minister in his news conference, where he said he didn't want to get involved in the Ottawa news bubble and partisan politics. I think fairly strong arguments were made by all 3 of us on the opposition side.
We have clear and open questions that we want to put to the Prime Minister. What we were told today is town halls and question period are just going to have to do. We've been asking these questions in town halls and in question period. We haven't been getting answers. I think Mr. Trudeau is more than capable and competent enough to come to a committee and do his job.
The Liberals say no one from the Prime Minister's office told them what to do.
Come on. They just happened to come up with the same talking points in English and French, almost verbatim. They all happened to have no opinion. Well, 4 out of the 6 had no opinion at all and just simply voted all together as a bloc. Come on. This is what it was. Of course, and we admit to the fact that a Prime Minister showing up committee would be a serious thing. I take that seriously, as I take the ethics of the government and of all parliaments seriously. Let's treat this thing with its proper respect.